Hey, how you doing? Duff here, and this is my follow-up long-term feedback on my Husqvarna TS242XD. Last time you guys saw me, I had just gotten the mower and had maybe about 10 hours on it, something like that. I'm now up to over 35 hours of time on the tractor and thought I would give some updated feedback on my experience so far with. So first of all, the Cliff Notes version is, I still am very, very happy with the tractor. Overall, it's done extremely well. Have not had hardly any issues at all. It feels to me like my money has been well spent. If I go over the performance of the tractor, the deck, the 42-inch deck on this tractor, I've gotten even mowing. I've gotten very minimal issues with clogging. And it's been a pleasure. The only thing that I mentioned negatively on my initial review was this, the huge chute on the tractor. And I had talked about possibly, cutting that down. Somebody actually had made the suggestion of just drilling a hole through here and putting a string through it so you can just easily pull it up when needed to get through tight spots. The power of this Kawasaki motor, the 21.5 horsepower motor, which is actually 2.5 horsepower less than the Briggs & Stratton that was in my old Craftsman tractor. Even though it's less horsepower, it feels stronger. This motor is really a high quality motor. I've been very pleased with it. I've never had an issue where I felt like power was a problem. I've mowed normal terrain all the way up to the very high grass that I have in certain areas of the property, and this has excelled in all those situations. It never felt like it was struggling more than I would expect. It's done very, very well. The seat on the tractor has been very comfortable. The seat's been very comfortable. Even after extended sessions, I haven't really had a lot of issues with aches and pains. Thanks to this seat. I do still have some questions about its long-term durability. I don't know how long or how well this kind of design will hold up over time, but so far it's been great. Cup holder works well, no problems with the cup holder, as you would expect. Right here you see the mount for my canopy that I have for it. It's not a Husqvarna canopy, it's like a generic canopy that's designed to fit various tractors. I had to do some modifications to get this to fit. Canopy's been so-so. It's a little bit on the flimsy side. Windy conditions, it gets blown around a lot. Today, it wasn't that sunny, at least when I started, so I just took the canopy off, which is very easy to remove it if you need to, so that's a plus. But I wouldn't see this holding up super well. I could see me having to replace that every year or two, so. It's only 70 bucks, so it's not like it's a major investment, but it's better than nothing. With as hot as it gets down here in Florida, I really need some sort of coverage during that time. So really, if I go down the line, things that are important on the tractor, this checks almost all of the boxes. Good mowing performance, it's an even cut, although you do need to make sure that your cutting deck is level, because if you don't make sure it's level, then you will not have an even cut. I did have to do a little bit of tweaking to level it, but it was not hard at all. Power has been great. Comfort has been very good. Not that people buy tractors for their looks, but I think the Husqvarna is a good-looking tractor as well. And really, the biggest reason that I went this way and I bought this model was because I wanted a fabricated deck. I wanted a deck that was going to hold up over time, because all of the previous tractors that I've owned have had stamped sheet metal decks, and every single one of them have fallen apart over time. They get holes punched through them, they just rust, they are not strong at all. This deck is supposed to have a limited lifetime warranty, so hopefully the deck will last as long as the tractor. So that was a big factor with me wanting to buy this tractor. Now, another feature that this tractor has that I didn't really care about, and it really is the only negative for me, it'll probably be a negative for a lot of people, is this, the locking differential. First thought, you would think, hey, locking differential, that's cool, right? That means that you have more power. That means that both the wheels get extra traction. If you're in a situation when one wheel loses traction, the other one will continue to spin. With conventional tractor differentials, they're limited slip, so what happens sometimes is one wheel will lose traction, the other one will not pick up and spin, so you can get stuck easier. So this tractor has performed well on the hills, and it's performed in some areas, performed well in areas where I might have possibly gotten stuck with my old tractor. That's all good. The one thing that is a problem, and I heard other people mention this, is with the locking differential. When you're turning, any sort of turn to a significant degree, you know, a 90-degree turn or whatever, as you can see, the inside wheel of that turn will start to grind up whatever is underneath it. And the reason for that is with a limited slip differential, what happens when you're turning the wheel is the wheel on the inside will actually start spinning slower than the wheel on the outside to compensate for that. With a locked differential, they always spin the same speed, so when you're doing a turn, this wheel on the inside is going faster than it should, and it just starts tearing up the ground underneath it. So that does happen. It's not enough that it bothers me, but some people that are really religious about the way that their yard looks, they may not be very happy with the marks it's going to leave on the turf when you're doing tight turns. So that is something to keep in mind. It's unfortunate that they didn't include a way to selectively enable the locking differential. It'd be nice if there was a lever, you know, you could enable it and disable it as needed, but they do not have that. So that is really the biggest negative I see with the tractor. Luckily for me, all the other positives easily outweigh that sole negative. All right, so that's gonna really wrap it up. Just wanted to quickly check in, let you guys know if I still felt as good about my purchase as I did initially. And I do. It's been a great tractor. Hope to have this serve me for you know, the next 5-10 years even, who knows, if I get lucky. It's been a solid investment. It's made my lawn maintenance duties less laborious. If you're considering this tractor, I would definitely think about it. If you're looking for a tractor with a fabricated deck that's going to last a long time in the 42-inch class, this is your only option as far as I know. So I was a little nervous based on some of the reviews of the lower level Husqvarnas. There's been some criticism of those as far as their quality, but this model seems to, at least so far, be checking all the boxes for me. So if you found this video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please think about subscribing. And if you're going to subscribe, you can always hit a notify bell, which is out there somewhere, I believe. That'll notify you of all future uploads. My channel has all sorts of stuff on it, guys. Repairs, reviews, electronics, gaming, 3D printers, electric unicycles, PEVs, whatever floats my boat at the moment is what you're going to see. You never know what you're going to get. So hope you guys are having a great weekend. It's finally sunny here after basically a solid week of overcasts related to Hurricane Ada, but we're in the clear now. Hopefully it continues to be that way. And until next time, Duffman out.